Hey guys, so as you all heard the news, Dragon Ball artist Akira Toriyama has passed away. We got the news on Thursday night, and the reports said that he died of a acute subdural hematoma. Is that what it's called? But yeah, we got the news on Thursday night, and it caused great shock, sadness, and dis disbelief throughout the entire anime community. You know, I've I've actually take I needed some time to gather my thoughts on all this. So Akira Toriyama has done good for the entire community. But he created Dragon Ball. He created he created the art for did art for Chrono Trigger. He helped, yeah, Chrono Trigger and Dragon Quest. All those creations, all that art was by him. And I started watching Dragon Ball Z, uh, back in 1998 when I was in fifth grade. At the time, I was still watching Power Rangers. I was into Star Wars. I was still into Fox Kids and all that stuff. Even Beetleborgs at the time. And then I kept watching and watching, and then like this show comes on. uh, I t- I turn the channel for a minute. I turn back and see this show with these green aliens fighting these armored guys, and I'm like, what is going on here? I mean, at the time, I got this like what was this pamphlet with one of the Megazords I got for Christmas, and one section said Dragon Ball Z, and it looked really cool, seriously. And um and next thing I know, I'm watching Dragon Ball Z in syndication on Fox Kids, or it was after the Fox Kids block. But either way, it was on the Fox network showing the Namek saga. I watched the episodes. I watched the episodes. I didn't understand it, but hey, it looked cool, and it helped me understand martial arts better, even when I didn't take it seriously. I remember when Goku arrived on Namek, um, things were going to heat up, but then they switched to Tree of Might. That was the first Dragon Ball Z movie I'd ever watched, and and it was just a repeat process. And later that summer, I rented Nimbus Cloud of Roshi, and it helped me understand how Goku got that a flying Nimbus, and it, and as I started learning the characters' names, I saw the pig character Oolong. At first, I didn't know who he was in Dragon Ball Z, but when I watched Dragon Ball, it helped me out. And then I get the see the announcement that Dragon Ball Z is coming to Toonami. I'm just watching all this, and I see all the blasts happening, and all the fast paced fighting, and 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 then I see the Goku Vegeta the Goku Vegeta beam clash, and when I watched that when I got home from school, and I turned the lights off in the den. Uh, I turned the lights off in the den just to get all the flashing purple and blue. Now for me, that was the coolest thing I ever seen. And then they went back to the Namek saga, watched that over again, and then summer 1999 I started collecting the videotapes from Target. It was like the Ginyu Force, and I just moved on ahead and started watching it. Then I started collecting the figures. I started talking to other people who like Dragon Ball Z, and I started talking with them. I showed them the earlier Dragon Ball stuff they didn't see, and they were impressed. So yeah, like I think the rest is pretty much history. And it wasn't for Dragon Ball, or Dragon Ball Z, we wouldn't get all this cool anime now. When you look at all these other series like Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho, Tenchi Muyo, Outlaw Star, Gundam Wing, etc., none of those would have been possible if it wasn't for Dragon Ball Z and Akira Toriyama. So, I we owe a lot to him. When I reached seventh, eighth grade, I saw people wearing the Dragon Ball Z T-shirts. I also don't have much of the figures from back then. I had to replace a lot. But hey, either way, it's still vintage. It's still part of the era I learned about. I learned about them, and I actually still have. I think I have at least one of the old T-shirts from Olea's, the ones that are advertised in the Dragon Ball Z videotapes, VHSs. I wonder if I still have it. If I'm just gonna look for it now, then that would just waste the whole video. But I think to pay him tribute, I want to collect more Dragon Ball figures. I want to watch Dragon Ball Z again. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT. It's been amazing. They're all amazing. Yes, GT is amazing. And I started playing the video games. I started collecting the posters. I gotta replace some of those. And Dragon Quest 8. I learned about that from Nintendo, from an old game magazine. Dragon Quest 8. Dragon Quest 8 was my first foray into the Dragon Quest series, and I looked at the characters and I recognized a lot of faces. And I thought to myself, okay, I was like, hey, that's Goku, hey, that's hey, that's Bulma, or hey, that's etc. So on and so forth. And then, oh man, I've had a big history with Dragon Ball. Watching Dragon Ball Z, playing Chrono Trigger, and playing Dragon Quest. So I know I'm just rambling, but I'm just recalling my history on all this. So I gotta say that Toriyama's done a lot for us, and he may be gone, but his creations live forever. And we'll never forget him. He's up there with Stan Lee, and they're probably getting together and they're creating the greatest story imaginable. Yes, and I wish we could have seen that happen. Man. So, one of my friends actually made some Dragon Ball artwork for me. Toriyama, you inspired a lot of great artists. You inspired, and you created inspirations. You created series that will last for an eternity. And anime is very mainstream now, worldwide, and it's not some niche thing that people make fun of you for. Not anymore. I mean, some are not are not caught on to the idea that anime is so mainstream, but this is something that's timeless, absolutely timeless. And Toriyama, and Akira Toriyama, fantastic artist. You sir, are are fantastic, and I wish I could have met you. Thank you for everything. I'm gonna end the video right here, but make sure you watch some Dragon Ball, play some Chrono Trigger, play some Dragon Quest. Still, I still can't believe I still can't believe Toriyama's gone. So, yeah, take care, everybody. Uh, be blessed.